Man, oh man, welcome back. TJ McCormack, Community Manager for Roofer and the presenter of Rise, a Roofer Roadshow. I'm here with one of my favorite people in the world, Raymond Wendell Little from Perimeter Roofing. What's going on, Raymond?
Not much, man. Just living the dream.
No doubt, man. I've been excited to talk to you all day. I was telling Mal before she came in. She's off the screen right now, but I was like, I've been sitting here for 20 minutes waiting because
Yeah, yeah.
to get a chance to talk to you today. We're coming to Atlanta on June the 15th, which is like 13 days away from now, so less than 2 weeks. And you're one of our main stage speakers, if you will. And I wanted to have you, you can't have Atlanta without Raymond Little, right? So,
Oh, I appreciate that, man. Thank you very much.
yeah, tell me a little bit about you and your company.
Yeah, so we've been in business about 7.5 years. We started pretty organic. We really, I think, we're one of the few that started with the Facebook advertising and taking social media as our main marketing drive. We just kind of grew, man, and through social media, through sponsoring local teams, from knocking doors, from I think really before the wave of all the super technology, right?
Yeah.
And then and just kind of grew with the industry, and it's been a blessing. It's been a wild ride, and it's been great.
Yeah. Do you have any experiences you want to talk about that's been some of the wildest?
Yeah. I mean, we had I had that viral video. It's almost
Yeah.
a year ago. We've had quite a few. I guess as the industry's gotten a little tougher, and a little bit of a pushback from the carriers. We've had some pretty funny videos and whatnot. But all in good fun though, right? It comes with the territory.
Let's talk about that respectfully and responsibly, if we can. So, not to bash anybody here, but you guys are pretty strong in the insurance game of what I call I'm a storm chaser for life, right? So you guys are also working storms and then also retail model. But storm is a big part of your business. How do you see the insurance companies this past couple of years? How have they been working together with you versus maybe not working together with you?
Yeah, I mean, no, I mean they've always been pretty receptive. I mean, if the roof has got storm damage and it's non-repairable, I mean, I think they all are pretty reasonable. I think as the industry's gotten bigger and easier to get into, I think the carriers have did the right thing, right, and pushed back a little bit.
Yeah.
And made the claims be more legit, right? And also, I think on the paying the claims, right, they're sticking to their guns and being reasonable about it. I think, to be honest with you, I don't want to blame it on the carriers. I want to say, the contractors have messed the game up the last 3 years.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit pro carrier, man. I don't have any issues. We're on track to do 53 million this year. We did 40 last year. I don't know, man. I don't. I see a lot of people in the industry pointing their finger at the carriers. I'm pointing it at the contractors.
Right. Yeah, it's my time in the industry. I started on that insurance carrier side, and I saw a lot of the pains that they were talking about. But I'm not really saying that I can understand completely, right? But I can also say that now that I'm on the roofing side of it, it's hard for both sides. And everybody's for profit. There's going to be some entanglements there, but you do a really good job when you are disagreeing with the insurance company per your video with over 100 million views on social media and in the news. What was some of the outcomes of that video? Like, was it able to open up a dialogue with yourself and the community and also the insurance companies?
Yeah, I mean, I'm also with that same carrier. I don't want to put their name out there, but I'm also with the same carrier, right? And I have about 7 cars with them and a couple different homes with them. So I'm still a believer in that carrier, right? They're going through a little restructuring phase now, but like I said, it doesn't really matter what carrier it is. If the damage, if it's non-repairable and it's spread out, that's getting bought, you're
Sure.
going to jump through a bunch of hoops. Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
But it's part of the game, right?
it is. It's completely part of the game. How much of your business is retail, and what are you guys doing in that retail model that might be a little different?
No, I mean about 5% of ours is retail, man.
Oh yeah. Well,
We're heavy on insurance. I mean
yeah, yeah.
we're the retail model is, it's not my model, right? It's not my vehicle to success and to financial freedom. I'm not really cheap enough to be in that model just yet. We do higher end stuff, like when you're visiting, you see that we get on nothing but really
Yeah.
a lot of 7-figure stuff. You know what I mean? So retail model for me is it is what it is, right? But I feel like if it doesn't have storm damage and it's not wore out, and I think it's a good, I think the roof's still good, right?
Yeah.
The retail, it's a different type of, I don't know. The retail game is going to be interesting in the next 18 to 24 months, with the way the industry's changing,
Yeah. I see that all the way around, all the way from Florida to California, to where some insurance companies aren't even insuring people in some states any longer. But let's get on a little lighter topic. We were just talking about it. You said you have 7 cars. What's one of your hobbies besides roofing? And I know your hobbies, but tell the world what it is that you love to do in your spare time.
Yeah, I just like to ride bikes. I like to race mountain bikes and race gravel races and any kind of endurance race, running. That's all I do is roof and race bikes. A lot of times I don't even train. I'll just sign up for race after race after race just for accountability. That's a big part of my life, is just a lot of accountability. A lot of my cars are tax write-offs, 6,000 pounds or better. Everybody always thinks like, hey man, you got the G-Wagon, you got TRX, you got this, you got the Lamborghini Urus. But they don't realize, I mean, that they're all 6,000 pounds. So it's not really a flex. It's really my accountant. You know what I mean? So,
oh no, I get it. Assets, no, I get that. And I love your guys' fleet. You and Todd both. The other owner of Perimeter, Todd, has a ton of vehicles. I see him every day trying to pick a new one, and I'm like, how many cars can he buy this week?
Yeah, I mean, we were car guys, prior to roofing, both of us, even prior to us meeting, so it is like, it's like little trophies of accomplishments. It feels good. I spend so much time in the vehicle. Actually, Todd, he runs the admin side of it, and he is the CEO, and he's at the office where I more run the sales team. So I spend most of my time in vehicles. My son lives 78 miles away too, so it's a lot of traveling to there. And like you said, my house and my new primary residence is in Florida, even though I live, I work in Georgia. So there's a lot of driving. So I'm at least, if I'm gonna climb roofs all day, I'm at least driving luxury, right, and safe stuff too.
Right. No, you got to get there in style too. Who's somebody that you look up to, man?
Man, I'm gonna tell you, man. In the industry, Kurt Lennington, Matt Spanton, Todd, my business partner, Justin Simpson. That's who got me in roofing. That's how I met Todd. Tony over there with Kurt. Those are the big guns, man. They set the bar high, man. Matt Spanton's a legend. If anybody knows about him. Like I said, Kurt's I talked to Kurt in Messenger and on Instagram, man, and he's got a lot of good advice, and they set the bar high, man.
Yeah, so. Definitely keeping a clean shop over there, and they love to work out. I know Todd works out a lot too. But yeah, no, I've definitely seen those guys up on stage several times at the SRC Summit and some other places. That they definitely have a good bunch of guys that work for them, and girls.
Yeah, they keep they're disciplined. The discipline. It wears off. Like Kurt, great shape, man. I think he's like 48, 49, or maybe Kurt just turned 50. Tony too. Matt Spanton, he's meditating. He's, a fit guy. They're disciplined outside of work, and same with Justin. Todd is a perfect example. All those guys are just they're disciplined outside of roofing, right? And they're disciplined in roofing, and it shows, man. And it shows, and that's I strive to be better every day, right? Inside roofing, outside of roofing. It's not just about the money, right? It's about the culture. So,
Sure.
I'm trying to duplicate myself to all my
Same.
guys. All my guys are killing it. They're disciplined. They're in shape. They're doing their thing. And that's who I just look up to,
You,
man. This disciplined individuals.
I've heard you, mentor a few of your guys, and some of the things that you try to do to keep them out of the bars and the restaurants is really great.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about your marketing. What are you guys doing for marketing? I know something that you're doing that's really big. And tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, we built out, the call center with Daniel. We just built out 2 more in South Carolina and North Carolina, about to get those up and going as the markets on our platform come into play. We've killed it in Tennessee and Georgia, anywhere from 50 leads to 180 leads a week, has been huge for my team. Yeah. Right. Being part of being a leadership, you can't just hand out an iPad and a t-shirt and say, go kill it, dude. You got, you as a leader, you're providing opportunity for others to be successful and provide for their families too. Right. Yeah. So, every year I add something, I add something to, to bring my team up. Right. And, that was huge. The call center is huge. It's just brings a lot of leads in,
How much of your growth has come from organic social media, or like the short form videos, or even the long form videos? How much is that a part of your business?
I mean, to be honest with you, we went from 38.5 million last year to 53 this year, on track to do 53. We're at about the halfway point. Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. Social media, Facebook has been, a blessing for us. The whole company's based off of it. There's really no SEO or anything. We haven't added that yet. Very lightly, no pay per click, no press prints, none of that. I'm waiting for us to plateau to implement that. Right. And that call center has been the game changer, and just organically on Facebook or whatnot. I don't have a blue check or nothing. I ain't down on nobody that does. I'll kind of kid with people, but I still got 12,000 followers, blue check free. You know what I mean? So right. I think just being genuine, being I'm dude. I turn 46 next week. I'm still out there climbing, leading by example. So I mean, it's all just on Facebook. So I believe in my team. My team believes in me. Yeah. And you're just recording it, right? So just content, bro, and just be natural, be organic,
Just talk like you normally would. We definitely. I've had some videos that have done extremely well with you in them as well. And same, when we turn the camera on, it's the same as when the camera's off. It's not different. It's just what the camera's on, right? So
right. Just try to watch my mouth when the camera's on,
Yeah, exactly. What's something that you've been telling your team lately to stay motivated, to go get it, to keep that hustle alive?
We there's a lot of changes with us right now. We're growing. We're going, we're going to be in the whole Southeast in the next 6 to 18 months. We'll have, probably 9 offices in the Southeast. A lot of, different acquisitions are going on, with us. We're same thing as like what Linear Roofing went through, Music City, Apple, what else, we're on a platform now too. A lot of growth, private equity is getting into the industry. It's a really exciting time in the industry, man. So, all my team's pumped, like I said, I'll be exiting in the next, 36 to, 60 months, right. Out of, just exiting altogether and race mountain bikes, and y'all just see glimpse of, me here and there. But, getting my team to the next level, and leaving them with, this machine, man, it's super exciting, to let them, get to this next chapter, after I'm gone.
What's I mean, you don't have to talk about this, and we didn't talk about it beforehand. So what's an acquisition look like? What's a good company structure look like for you guys to acquire?
I mean, 10 million or more, 10 million or more, doing that in the last 4, 5, 6 years, consistently. Sure. I think with private equity right now getting into the game, I think you better get on board and roll in, or I don't know what's going to happen to you. I just don't think you're going to be able to beat them, man.
Right.
So it's like I said, this is a great time to be in roofing, man.
Right.
You know,
Yeah,
it's
no,
super
it's
interesting,
all
dude.
it's all over the United States. Lots of roofs going on, and it's one of the biggest growths. I think this year will have a huge growth because of all of the storms so early on this year. But how are you educating your team on a day to day or a week to week basis?
Yeah, I'm just out there leading by example, bro. I mean, we stay, like I listen to people like you. I listen to people, all the people. Joseph Hughes is awesome. You're awesome. I mean, y'all bring Dimitri's awesome. Everybody's awesome, dude. I take a little bit from everybody, right? I don't agree 100% with everybody all the time, and that's
Right.
why we're individuals, right? But everybody has something to offer, right?
Right.
My dude Brad Akins, me and him have always talked. I enjoy, in the branding and the marketing guys and everything, and take a little bit from everybody, right? And put your ego in your pocket and learn and grow, and just leading by example, man. You got to stay with the times, brother. You got to know what the discontinued shingles are. You got to know
Yep.
what shingle you're looking at. You got to know what carriers are buying. You need to know where the independent adjusters are writing that. You got to with Hancock and Ladder Now or Seek Now, whatever they want to call themselves now. You got to know what they're allowed to write on the roofs and what they're not right on the roofs. So
Yeah. What would you say that southeast region? What would you say the percentage of discontinued? Like, and I know that percentages suck, but tell me what your thoughts are on that disco percentage.
man, it's pretty deep down here.
Yeah.
I don't know. I beg John Cena. That's like, man, dude, you need to take your page down. He's educating. He's a great guy, man. He's an awesome dude, man, and a lot of knowledge right there. And man, probably I don't know, dude. Probably 60% of everything that
Oof.
is down here is disco. And then when everybody, you got to be careful because when somebody knows something's disco, it gets wild, bro. But
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
you
yeah.
don't need much. Yeah, so
Every time
yeah, it
I go
definitely brings a
I feel the same way. I'm always looking at the roofs just like everybody else, right? And I'll go to Virginia and you'll see three tap, three tap, three tap, and every one of them are discontinued all the way down. And you're like, I could make $1 million a day here.
right now. It's just super wild. Like I said, with all this new discontinued stuff, and I think they're going to get rid of the strip shingle, in the next 2 years, whichever all the 3 tabs will be discontinued at that point. The manufacturers are, they definitely switched the game up when they switched the length of the shingle, and they're playing chess, not checkers out here, right?
Right.
I'm not gonna name none of them guys,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
they're blessing us, right? They're blessing us. They're building factories, so they know something, right? They got their foot on the gas on products, so that's a little security there. Private equity's getting involved. So you watch the people that got the real money, right? The
Yeah.
billions of dollars, the manufacturers and the private equity guys, and they see a big future. They're building, Certainty, I think, is building, $1 billion plant in Georgia.
Certainty just went through rebranding and they're looking new and fresh, man. I'm liking what
yeah,
I'm
I love
seeing.
them. I've been with them since day one, and I love them. But like everybody makes a good product, right? And
Yeah.
like I said, I think they're working together by changing that size, right?
Yeah.
Of the shingle, and John Scenic staying on top of it, educating us. You educate us, all the new
Yeah.
products, all the new CRMs, all the new measuring tools. I mean, it's a fun time to be in roofing, man.
It is. It really is. It's a whole lot of fun all the way around, not just with roofer, but just in general with all of the cool things that are going on. Tell me what's next for your company, and we'll go for the a closing here in just a few.
Next for us, man, is we're scaling within, right? Leaders are stepping up. We got a lot of leadership here. We got a lot of team building here. We're not always hiring, right? But I got 2 new guys coming on because my team's so phenomenal. They're building teams now. Like we got teams building teams. I got leadership going on here. My top guys are phenomenal.
Yeah.
We got some real heavy hitters, that a lot of people follow, and the reps here, and they're just big time leaders, man. And that's it for my team. I mean, they're phenomenal, man. They're a great bunch to work with, and like they're building teams now. We're scaling within ourselves, layering our company, right? So the top guys here are going to have 5, 6, 7, 10, 15 guys up under them. We're going to some other states, like I said, all the ones that are touching us. Yeah, just exciting, man. And a lot of my team's pumped, man. Like the numbers have went through the roof.
No, I can
Like I
see it.
said, yeah, it's just a great time, man. Like I said, we're so branded so well in our region. We just got now to a 50-year labor warranty and a 50-year, a 50-year product warranty. You know what I mean? Which is super exciting. That happened a couple weeks ago.
Nice.
Yeah, man. It's just a beautiful, beautiful time, brother.
Well, real quick, give us all a bit of advice or wisdom, something that we can take home today or think about the next couple of days.
Yeah, I mean, I think, man, as far as like reps and owners and everything, man, y'all just unite, stay, listen to each other, build within, don't cap your guys out, right? Always keep it growth inside the company, lead by example. Run a clean operation, man. Get yourself healthy. Inside, outside. Like I said, I always tell people, man, here's the best thing. If you're an owner or you're a manager or you're running a team, it doesn't matter, right? Because everybody at our company, there's no like, oh, I'm a CEO, I'm an owner. No, dude. I tell everybody all the time, man. I pull up and climb a roof. One of my guys, I don't tell the homeowner. I tell them I'm their climber.
Right.
So I think in this industry, we need to lose the ego and start the team atmosphere.
Yeah.
And then also think about yourself. If you're an owner or manager or whatever, a team leader, think about this. If you had 10 of you, would you have a successful team? And be honest with yourself. Look in the mirror and said, hey, if my team consists of 10 of me, would I be a $10 million company? And if the answer is no, then you need to work on yourself before you criticize anybody else on your team. I think that's the most important. Look within and quit pointing fingers. Get out there and go to work and quit expecting everybody to run you to the top. You're responsible for your success.
Right, man. That's one of the greatest things I've heard this week. So thank you for that. Well, let me close this up here. Thank you to ABC Supply, Good Leap Inc., Square Dash, Business 411, Company Cam, Lead Scout, Coastal Claims, World's Greatest Roofer, Signs Global, Atlas, and now Ugly Roof. Those are all of our sponsors. They definitely have outdone themselves this year. Our event in Atlanta will not. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be great. Houston, Fort Lauderdale, we're off the hook. So many great people there speaking. So much great engagement with the people that were there. We kept it open to the audience, and it's going to be the same way in Atlanta with you, Donovan Morgan, Crystal Watterson, Paul Swingle from Lucent Energy. And I'm really looking forward to June the 15th. If you need tickets, go to the bottom right-hand corner where it says roofer.com/rise. Get those tickets today because I think that Raymond's going to register his team, and then we're going to have to cut off all the registration. No, I'm just kidding.
My team, hopefully my team's out there signing roofs. So I just want to say, man, thank you for this opportunity. And thanks for all the sponsors, putting this on, man. This is an awesome experience for me. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, hold on one second, Raymond. I'm going to end the broadcast, and then we'll go ahead and finish up. Hold on one second.
All right, brother.